This week, the world really felt, well, a seismic shift. A tremor that just resonated everywhere, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We lost a giant. And today, here on the Urban Herald, our focus is a deep exploration into the extraordinary life, the impact, and the enduring legacy of Terry Bollea.
Known to the world, of course, as Hulk Hogan.
The one and only. He passed away at 71 on July 24, 2025. And his absence, it just leaves this colossal void.
It really does.
This isn't just about a wrestler. We're talking about a pop culture phenomenon.
Yeah.
Someone whose very essence shaped an era.
Absolutely.
So our mission today in this discussion is to honor his memory, explore that vast influence, and maybe understand why legends like him never truly die.
Yeah.
It's a sensitive moment for so many people, so we're approaching this with the deepest respect. It's just,
Yeah.
what an incredible life and legacy to unpack today.
You're absolutely right. And you feel it, don't you? The immediate sense of loss within the WWE world among fans everywhere, it's immense. What's truly striking, I think, is just how deeply Terry Bollea's persona became intertwined with pop culture itself. Like you said, not just wrestling.
Right.
His passing, it isn't just a loss for the sport. It's a moment of reflection for generations who grew up with him. He was a symbol, of a certain kind of American bravado.
Mm-hmm.
His impact stretched so far beyond that wrestling ring. It got woven into entertainment, into sports. Few others managed that.
And the news itself, sudden cardiac arrest. After dealing with health issues, it was a shock.
A real shock to everyone, yeah. After grappling with various health ailments, it still felt so sudden.
Before he was the Hulkster, though,
Yeah.
it's kind of wild to think his path was so different.
Right.
A musician, dreaming of rock stardom, a bassist.
Right.
Before wrestling even came into the picture in the late 70s,
Yeah.
it's an improbable journey.
It really is. Terry Bollea, just a big kid from Augusta, Georgia, as they say.
But clearly with a flair for the dramatic.
Oh, absolutely. Which found its perfect stage eventually on the Florida wrestling circuit. It really shows you how unexpected detours can lead to something legendary.
Yeah.
And that's where Vince McMahon comes in, right? He saw something beyond just a big kid.
He saw the potential.
Exactly. That superhero physique, yes, but also this undeniable charisma, something that could go way beyond the usual wrestling audience.
So the creation of Hulk Hogan,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't just a name.
No, not at all. It was the birth of an archetype, a character designed for mass appeal, and it would define an entire era of sports entertainment. By the early 80s, boom, he rises rapidly, becomes the undisputed face of the WWF, as it was then.
WWE now, yeah.
WWE now. And he held that spot for over 3 decades, swinging between hero and villain, but always commanding the spotlight.
And what a face it was, that image. It burned into our minds, isn't it?
Instantly recognizable.
Neon yellow and red, the handlebar mustache ripping the shirt.
And the voice, what you gonna do?
And what Hulkamania runs wild on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just a catchphrase. It was like a battle cry for a whole generation.
Mm-hmm.
And that positive message, too, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, and believe in yourself. That connected, especially with kids and families.
Deeply.
But the real launch pad, that pivotal moment, 1984.
Oh, yeah. Beating the Iron Sheik, becoming WWE champion. That wasn't just winning a title.
No.
That was the birth of Hulkamania as a phenomenon. It just launched his career into the stratosphere, and it transformed wrestling itself, really, from this sort of regional thing.
Right, kind of smoky arenas.
Exactly, to this mainstream family event. And the titles just kept coming. 6 major world championships in WWE alone.
It's incredible. It makes you wonder, how did one guy manage to do that? To go beyond the sport and become this ubiquitous figure, known by everyone, not just wrestling fans.
That's the key question, isn't it? It wasn't just the physique or winning matches.
Well,
it
yeah.
was his unique ability, I think, to craft a narrative, an irresistible story, both inside the ring and outside. Those legendary matches, they became must-see TV cultural events, almost.
Andre the Giant.
Oh, absolutely. Andre, Macho Man, Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, epic confrontations.
And WrestleMania 3, that slam.
The slam heard round the world. Still one of wrestling's most replayed, most iconic moments. For a reason.
Definitely.
See, Hogan didn't just win titles. He captured the imagination of a generation. He gave them this clear, larger-than-life hero, morally upright, someone you could just cheer for.
Tapping into that American ideal, maybe. Self-reliance, good versus evil.
Exactly that. He simplified these big narratives into good versus evil, making him incredibly relatable, far beyond wrestling fans.
He really did become a brand. But beyond the merch and the movies, what was the core element? What let him cross over, like, nobody before.
I think it was that relatability, even in his larger-than-life persona. He became professional wrestling's first true crossover superstar. His reach was just astonishing.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Action figures everywhere. And who could forget Thunderlips in Rocky III?
Yeah, right.
And his own movies. Okay, maybe muscle-bound oddities is fair.
No Holds Barred, Suburban Commando.
Mr. Nanny, yeah. They weren't exactly Oscar contenders, but they cemented that image, the American hero, maybe with a bit of a wink. And then later, Hogan Knows Best, reality TV. That gave people this voyeuristic peek into his family life.
Proving the wrestling soap opera extended off-screen, too.
Absolutely. He wasn't just a wrestler. He was an entertainment force, a brand, like you said.
Just incredible. That sustained relevance.
Yeah.
And then, just when you thought you knew Hulk Hogan.
He flips the script completely.
One of the most audacious reinventions ever.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is his willingness to do it. Mid-90s, he does what so many icons just can't. He reinvents himself. Daringly. Brilliantly.
Turns heel. Becomes the baddie.
Sheds the red and yellow, becomes Hollywood Hulk Hogan, co-founds the New World Order, the NWO, in WCW.
That was huge. Divisive, maybe?
Oh, audacious, divisive, and utterly brilliant. It didn't just revitalize his career, it shattered the whole good guy, bad guy thing that had defined wrestling.
Blurred the line.
Totally blurred the lines between performer and character. Created this meta-narrative, pulled back the curtain a bit, made you question what was real.
Changed how stories were told.
Fundamentally. And how fans engaged. It was groundbreaking, sparking those Monday Night Wars, proved he was way more than a stereotype. A true innovator.
Every anti-hero faction since owes something to that NWO idea.
No question.
But while that positive hero persona connected so deeply, his career, like many public figures, it wasn't without shadows, right?
That's a crucial point, and it speaks to his complexity.
How did those controversies fit? How did he navigate them?
Well, his life, like any epic story, had its dark chapters. We have to acknowledge them. The early 90s WWE steroid trial, where he admitted drug use, that definitely caused disruption.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then, much later, the scandal with the racist comments. That led to him being temporarily removed from the WWE Hall of Fame, a huge blow, threatened his whole legacy.
Right.
Yet, what stands out is his ability to come back time and again, sometimes with public apologies, sometimes just with that sheer charisma, that showmanship that somehow transcended the missteps.
He got reinstated to the Hall of Fame eventually, didn't he, with the NWO?
In 2020, yeah, as part of the NWO, it proved redemption in and out of the ring was always part of his story. Navigating those challenges, returning to the public eye, it really defined him as, well, a flawed but human hero.
And as he got older, those physical struggles, they became more public.
Yeah.
A stark reminder of the price paid for that career.
Absolutely. In recent years, the health challenges were very apparent. Multiple surgeries back, heart. It was clear the incredible career took an immense physical toll.
Yeah.
Then, July 24th, 2025, emergency responders called to his home in Clearwater, Florida. Sudden cardiac arrest.
It's tragic.
Transported to Morton Plant Hospital, pronounced dead there. Cardiac arrest, the official cause. His manager confirmed he'd been grappling with a series of health issues leading up to it.
He's survived by his wife, Sky Daly, and his children, Brooke and Nick.
Yes, both of whom have been in the spotlight themselves. Those final health struggles, they really underscore the sacrifices made for that legendary career.
When the red and yellow dust settles, though, his impact is just undeniable, isn't it?
Absolutely undeniable.
How transformed wrestling, became a global icon, a pillar of popular culture. Think about it. Headlining 8 of the first 9 WrestleManias. Holding viewership records. That's huge.
Massive.
And his influence went everywhere. Movies, cartoons, reality TV. He was a pop culture heavyweight. He bridged that gap, didn't he?
Right.
Between the old regional wrestling shows
Right.
and global entertainment.
Yeah.
Made fans out of millions who'd never seen a body slam before. He didn't just participate in pop culture.
He was pop culture for a generation.
Exactly.
And that lasting resonance, that's why the reaction to his passing was so immense. The tributes poured in.
From everywhere.
Wrestling peers, politicians like Rep. Anna Paulina Luna. She represents his district in Florida.
Okay.
She said, R.I.P. to the great Hulk Hogan. Gone, but the legend of Hulkamania will run wild forever. Celebrities like Ric Flair, a close friend, expressed shock.
Flair must have been devastated.
He said, I am absolutely shocked, Hulkster. No one will ever compare to you. Rest in peace, my friend. And WWE's official statement acknowledged him as one of pop culture's most recognizable figures, who helped them achieve global recognition.
It really drives home that he was more than just a wrestler.
So much more. He was like a prism,
Yeah.
through which we saw spectacle, comeback, adversity, redemption. It's that narrative he created, the emotion he evoked, the belief he inspired. That's what makes figures like Hogan resonate so deeply for so long.
So as the curtain falls, the lights dim on this grand spectacle of his life.
Mm,
We feel that loss, definitely. But also maybe a celebration of an extraordinary life.
yeah.
For a whole generation, he was the giant, a hero to some, a heel to others,
Yes.
but always, always unforgettable. It makes you ask, echoing the Hulkster himself,
Oh.
what you gonna do now, brother?
And remember, we
Very-
celebrate, and yeah, maybe we let Hulkamania run wild one last time. His eternal impact on wrestling history, it really does ensure that legends never truly die. They keep inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's something for all of us, for you listening to reflect on, your own memories of Hulk Hogan and just the broader impact of these larger-than-life figures who can shape not just an industry, but popular culture itself.